All right, I'm gearing up here. I got my toe straps and got some papers. Jump into my truck and start heading out. As you know, I can't live without an adventure or something new and crazy. So I decided that I'm gonna buy, or try to buy, 2 snowmobiles today. So got home really late with a snowmobile. I wanted to buy both of them, but it didn't work out because the guy kind of changed his mind on the second one. He's like, I'm not sure if I want to sell it or not. So I just kind of left it at that. And I took this one and I reloaded it up on the truck and I came home. And here it is. This is it. Ignore the taillight. I took it off just to try to figure out. The electronics don't work on it at all. I'm trying to figure out what I need to do, what I need to get. I've been washing it and cleaning it pretty much this entire time today because it was all gunked up. It was all dirty, and yeah, so I got as much stuff out of it as I can. This is a 2005 Ski-Doo Rev. I don't know if it's the Renegade. I don't know if I think it's the Renegade. Pretty sure it's the Renegade. It's an 800, and there's a bit of cleaning to do. And my goal is to possibly see if I'll ride it. And the grand total paid for the snowmobile was $700. All right, so I've been ripping this thing apart. Literally, oh my gosh, I am finding more and more stuff wrong with it. It's starting to really consume me at this point. So I've taken the top light out, the dash out. I was trying to figure out why the whole electrical wasn't working on it. So I came across this, and here, let me show you guys what's going on here. So basically, this is what's happening. Obviously, you guys know, if you guys are watching this and you have a Rev, you know the typical issue. The relay, right? And then the fuses usually get blown. The fuses are what causes for no electric to be, no headlights, no taillights. It still runs. This is obviously, it doesn't have a battery, so it's kind of difficult to test, you know, like all the stuff that's going on with it or whatever. But so I replaced the fuses, I replaced the relay, and still it was intermittent. The dash lit up. It lit up like a Christmas tree. I mean, this guy lit up like a Christmas tree. I had the oil light on, I had the coolant light on, I had the exclamation point. Basically, like it was all sorts of stuff lighting up on it. Well, okay, before I get into that guy, I found that, so I replaced the fuse holders. They were beyond corroded, completely stretched out or whatever. So I replaced the fuse holders with some new heavy-duty aftermarket ones, and I got new fuses in there. I put a new relay in there, fired it up. I kept on getting weird messages. It was pause. It would go into like this would say pause on it, basically. Tack doesn't work at all. Speedometer doesn't work. I tried riding it on the lawn. It doesn't work. Revving it up, and so I decided I was gonna take a look what's going on with the Speedo, and I unplugged this guy. I took it apart just to see, because it actually had moisture inside, and I took it apart. This is what I found inside. Some moisture absorbent things. I don't know if the tack has that. Yeah, it does. They're in there as well. So upon further inspection, I'm trying to get this sticker off. we have some loose parts in here. There's a loose capacitor. It's completely rusted out and just water damaged and whatever. So I ended up ordering a brand new one, or not a brand new one, used takeoff, I guess, speedometer and tachometer off eBay. I don't know if they're interchangeable between the years or whatever on it. I'm gonna ask you guys to chime in on that. My knowledge of snowmobiles is it has a track. There are long tracks and regular tracks, and it has skis and runners. That's all I know about snowmobiles. This is what I know from top to bottom. This is what I know very well. Skis, not so much. Kill switch was dead. Wouldn't work. I would have to pull the DSS. So I would have to pull that. I did realize that it has aftermarket carbon fiber handlebars, and it also has, looks like the risers are aftermarket. The grips looks like it's ODI. I don't know if that's factory or not. So these guys work. I got it to work with replacing the fuse holders and the relay. Everything works on that now. The throttle heater doesn't work, so I don't know if I'm gonna try to replace that or not. But here's the other dilemma. Headlights work now. The taillight doesn't work. So I tried cleaning the connectors and contacts and all the points and dielectric grease and all that good stuff. Still doesn't work. Don't know why. I guess I'm gonna have to trace the wiring back to the motor and see what happens. Also, I know it's got an aftermarket windshield. Heat gauge, or temperature gauge, I guess I should say, does not work because it was disconnected. It was disconnected on the sled, and essentially what I thought was the problem was it was just disconnected, but I can't find a matching plug for it. I've searched through all these wiring harnesses. I can't find it. But I found these guys on the speedometer harness and on the tech harness. There is the same plug. I don't know what it goes to. I can't really find it. I tried pulling up schematics. I can't really find anything on that. And more stuff. So there's some loose plugs here. And there's also some loose plugs over here on this side, which I have no idea what these are going for or what they go to. There's also this guy, looks like they put a piece of tubing over it and zip tied so it doesn't short out to something. No idea what it goes to. If you guys could chime in, that'd be really helpful. And then what else? So I know I have to order some new straps because these are latches. These are completely shot. One of them's broken off completely. And then I don't know as far as lights. I was getting the oil light on this. I was getting the temperature light on this. The oil is probably 3/4 full. I checked this oil. That looks full, looks good. There's not really metal shavings on it or anything. So that's another thing that I was worried about. I don't know if it corresponds or not, or if the lights, but I'm pretty sure the oil light is just for the 2-cycle oil. And this guy. So I am missing a button here, and then I was trying to figure out what the hell this guy goes to. Turns out that's the brake light. So this piece right here is missing. Right there. Anyhow, that's as far as I got. Day 2 of owning my first snowmobile.